Speaking of wrestling, a few months ago, it was in the Milton Champion. I don't know if anybody here reads the Milton Champion. I do. Occasionally, I don't read every issue, but I do flip through it. And they wanted to dedicate a school in Milton to Tiger Jeet Singh.
Oh yeah. Who?
Tiger.
Ali.
Okay, I don't want to make fun of him. I got nothing against him. He does a lot of work for the community. I'm sure he's a good guy. I don't remember him as a wrestler. But there were people writing in letters complaining about him to the paper, and they're like, how can they dare name a school after a wrestler? But if you read their letters, it's not really because he's a wrestler, it's because he's not white. Like there is a hint of racism to these letters. And I remember reading the first letter to the editor going, this is ridiculous, thinking, what does it matter that he was a wrestler? We called a street in a park after Chris Hadfield. Nobody objected to that. And nothing against Chris Hadfield. Like, if Chris Hadfield is a local guy, he has a street named after him and a school, and there's nothing on that street at all. So Chris Hadfield Way, there's nothing. It's a little turnaround. You go in, if you're like, oh shit, I don't want to be in Milton. And then you turn around. And he's a nice guy. I've met Chris Hadfield. He's a nice guy, but okay, so he's got a school, a street, and a park. He was an astronaut. Okay, I don't see how that, like, he rode in a shuttle. Like, oh good, he did 2 missions. Because again, like I said, I've met him, I've talked to him. His first mission, they brought food to the Russian spaceship. So he's a space waiter. Hello Earth, this is Russia. We are starved. I would do a Russian accent, but I don't. I just saw Iron Man 2, and Mickey Rourke's Russian accent is the worst in the world, so I don't want to sound like him. Hello, yes, this is Russia. Yes, I'll hold. We are totally out of food. Could you send us a bunch of Tang and microwavable pizza? Yes, please do. And then he got on a shuttle and like, here you go, 30 days or it's free. That's all. That was his first mission. And like, he's a hero. He's a waiter. That's not. Can you sign here? Sign here? Okay, thanks. Enjoy your food, guys. And then he flew back to Earth. That's not. Like I could see it if Martians were attacking and like, no food for Russia, and then and then he had to fight aliens to bring. He just delivered the food. It's not heroic. His second mission was to repair the Canadian arm, the robot arm, which I don't know if anybody here is following the space race. Canada's contribution to the space race, we built a robot arm. It's a long pole with an elbow in the middle, and it does this. It's $104 million. Your money. It's a pole with an elbow that does it.
Why do they need elbows?
Because sometimes the guy's lower, so it's like. China's putting condos on the moon. Like Russia's got shit going on Mars. We made an arm that goes. That's embarrassing. Chris's second mission, he went up with 16 other astronauts and they repaired it. So he's got a street, a school, and a park named after him. He's a waiter and a repairman. But in space. And I met him, he's a nice guy. He didn't like space punch me or anything. I don't understand how he's a hero though. Like, I could see it if he could jump into space.
Is he from Milton?
Yeah, he went to high school here. He lived here, his parents lived here.
He went to Milton District.
And he's got a bitchin' mustache and he's a nice guy. He's not a bad person. I just don't understand how he's a hero. He's a waiter and a repairman in space. Great. But nobody, when they named the school after him, nobody sent in letters to the editor. Nobody complained about that. They're like, cool. Why did they complain about the Tiger Ali? I don't remember his name.
Tiger Ali Singh.
Yes, that guy, they should leave him alone and just name this. I don't care what they name his school. Like, I would let my kids go to that school. They get called at school, you know, the pooping butt. I don't care. Who cares what the school's called? It doesn't.